Okay, so once you've registered with Onshape, you've verified your email via your school Office 365 account, you should then be able to put in a password for Onshape. Again, I think it has to be 8 letters or 8 characters, it has to have one number, one capital letter, etc. Again, just make sure you write that password down. You should then be able to sign in to Onshape. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so you can see obviously I've got quite a number of different drawings. Yours will be totally blank. However, we'll run you through how you go about creating a part or a drawing in Onshape. So, first thing hopefully you'll see is this blue create button. First thing we're going to do is create a new document. I'm going to call that tab. Click OK. Once you've done that, it'll then bring up our sort of design page. What you've got in the middle of the page there is what we call work planes. So we have 3 different work planes that we can draw on: the top one, the front one, and the right one. So if you imagine these as imaginary pieces of paper, if you like, and that's how we always do. Again, when we're drawing things, we always start off with a basic sketch. You know, that's normally a rectangle, circle that we actually pull out of the page, or what we call extrude. So I'll run you through that. So we're going to click on the sketch icon at the top left. Again, if you do hover over it, if you're having a little play about, when you hover over all the icons, it does actually give you a bit of an indication of what you need to do, you know, for each one. So again, if we go back to sketch and we'll look at that one for a minute, it says to create a sketch on the selected plane. A sketch is the base of all, start of all parts must be created in order to use. So the first thing you need to do is to select a plane, so one of the top, front or right. Then select the sketch tool, so either a rectangle or that type of thing. Create any curves and then checkbox. It does sort of run you through what you need to do, but we'll go through it. So I'm going to start drawing on the top plane, and again you'll see that the icons have changed at the top, so we've now got a load of sketching icons. So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with a rectangle. However, you know, on each of these icons you can see there's a little arrow next to them, so that basically means there's more options for these. We're actually going to click on the rectangle, but we want center point rectangle. Really important, that one. I'm then going to hover over, and you'll see it'll automatically snap to this sort of center point, the origin if you like. And all I'm going to do, click my left mouse button and then drag out a square. It doesn't matter, you can see that's put the dimensions on there. It doesn't matter, we're going to dimension everything as we go along. So I'm going to draw a square, goes blue. I'm then going to click on the dimension tool, and I'm actually going to dimension each one. So I'll pull out the dimension, it'll ask us to put in that new dimension. The first measurement we're going to put in is 70 millimeters, and then I want the length of it to be 60. So we end up with a drawing that's 70 millimeters wide, 60 long. So again, once we're happy with that, we then just click the green checkbox, and we can then start actually making it into a block. So again, we've got our basic sketch, and then extrude that. So to extrude it, all I need to do, it says select face or sketch, so I'm just going to select the sketch. So when I hover over it, it turns orange. I click it, and again you'll see it'll start to preview. It automatically defaults to a 25mm depth. We actually want to change that and make it 40 millimeters, because our wooden toy cab was actually 40 millimeters high. So we've basically got our first 3D shape. Once we've done that, I'll run you through some of the basic options around how we can view things, etc, etc.